We all know how sadly the corporations have put mom and pop out of business. No more mom and pop little operations where they used to take care of you. And then I started to think, my imagination ran wild, and I started to wonder, in the future that is, can YouTube videos stop corporations from ripping off the little guy in the future? Well, I am optimistic. I see a future where the everyday man can expose the evil corporation. Well, call me naive, call me a dreamer, but I do believe in karma. And that day is quickly approaching corporate America. So let's take it one step further. I mean, can you imagine a time in the future where every man has a tiny camera on his hat or in his glasses, attached to his body somewhere? It's so tiny that nobody even knows it's there, and this camera documents everything that he does on his daily rounds or is done to him. As we know, the corporations stay up late at night trying to figure out ways to screw us little guys. They do. They literally work on it on overtime. We'll talk about it later. I mean, Wall Street. That's how Wall Street makes billions. Screwing the little guy out of, even if it's a tiny bit of money. Okay, like I said, can you imagine a day in the future where corporations will not, I repeat, will not rip people off for fear of being exposed on the World Wide Web as scammers? Like I said, you got everyday people like you and I, and we have a camera, and we document every time that we're being scammed. And then it's put on YouTube or it's put on the internet somewhere, and these corporations are exposed. Okay? When you I am optimistic that one day maybe the corporations will wise up, or we will put them out of business. Call me naive. And when you really think about it, why should corporations even rip people off? I mean, they have no reason to. They get billions of dollars from Wall Street. Think about it. The corporations get billions of dollars not only from Wall Street, from the Federal Reserve banking cartel. They get money, they inflate their stock. Sometimes they even sell bonds so they can buy back the stocks. So the stock price goes up and they get rich with their portfolio. I mean, they are already rich off this paper pushing on Wall Street. There really is no reason to rip off good people. Or maybe again, I'm just a little naive. Maybe Goldman Sachs gets sadistic pleasure out of ripping us off. Maybe that's what it really is. Maybe I'm just stupid. When it comes right down to it, the people who work at Goldman Sachs, they just get sadistic pleasure out of ripping us off. Dirty bastards. Later on in the video, we talk about how Wall Street and Goldman Sachs gets rich from a 15% discount. It's actually still a little fuzzy to me. But anyhow, not long ago, at one time, when you bought a tire at a tire shop, they charged you $5 or $10 to mount it. Maybe $1 for a couple lead balancing weights, but I guess inflation is eating away at us little guys. I mean, wow, this ain't your daddy's tire shop, that's for sure. Maybe we can blame this on the Federal Reserve banking cartel and them secretly printing trillions of new dollars out of thin air and passing it on to their family and friends. I mean, inflate the little guy, screw the unwashed masses, make Joe Blow pay $84 to have his 4 new tires mounted. This is after you charged me $700 for the tires alone. Okay, we're talking about inflation here. Okay, it's kind of scary. Like I said, not long ago, I can remember I bought a new tire at a tire store, and I mean, they didn't charge more than, 10, $12 to mount a tire. I mean, that might be a little high. $10 to $12 to mount a tire. And sometimes they just threw the lead balancing weights in for free. But like I said, this ain't your daddy's tire shop anymore. Inflation is killing us little guys and killing the older people. Imagine the older people who made their money back in 1980, 1970, and they're retired now, and their little pension is based on $1970. And now the Federal Reserve banking cartel is literally printing trillions of dollars out of thin air, giving it to the Wall Street. I mean, come on. We all know how this is ending badly. I mean, I remember when tires for a cheap car like this went for $50. I'm not even going to talk about mounting it anymore. I mean, the damn tires that used to go on a cheap car not long ago were $50. Those same $50 tires are now $175. I mean, come on. Come on. We know the bankers suck. We know Wall Street sucks. And now we know why. Now we feel the pain. The little guy's feeling the pain, and they wonder why we're upset. Of course we're upset. We've got to pay $1,000 for 4 cheap tires for a cheap car. Unbelievable. This ain't your daddy's tire shop anymore, that's for sure. And if you want to, maybe you do, maybe you don't, but if you want to find out how Wall Street and Goldman Sachs is involved with a discount tire store giving you back 15% of your money on some sort of rebate, if you want to go ahead and keep on watching, because it's weird. This is really weird. When I found out that Goldman Sachs was somehow involved with a tire shop giving me a 10% rebate, I mean, I was flabbergasted. Watch on. Have you ever heard of Black Hawk Holding Network? Well, I had not until today. I bought 4 new tires this weekend, and somehow I got thrown into this. It kind of piqued my interest. And I said, what? Black Hawk Network Holding, they're worth billions? They were involved in a $3.5 billion, they bought some company. I mean, where does a company get this kind of money? Obviously, they get it from Goldman Sachs. So, this video is about Wall Street rebate scam. Something I just learned about. Okay, call me old school. Yes, I'm pretty sure I'm old school here. When you tell me that something is 15% off, you advertise something as 15% off, like a Labor Day sale. I mean, I would like you to take it off the regular price while I'm there, and then I will pay you in cash for the item with my 15% discount. But apparently that's not the way they do things nowadays, because Wall Street's involved. So I'm going to buy some tires, the Labor Day sale, and I'm supposed to get 15% off. Apparently I'm only going to get 10% off, and I'm not going to get the $100. I don't want to bore you to death with all this stuff. The bottom line is I bought 4 new tires, and they told me I was going to get a 15% discount, but as you can see right there, it's not on the receipt. There's no 15% discount. So after they put all the tires on there, and that $120 there certificate, that's if anything happens to your tire. I mean, it's not that $120 is not the warranty that comes with the tire. It's something extra, an extra warranty. If you hit a curb or lightning hits, whatever happens to the tire, they'll just replace it. Now, I'm not going to go into whether that's a good deal or not, but that's what it is. Okay. Let me stop here for a second. There might be quite a few people out there who don't want to hear me ramble on for 5 minutes or so about getting a 15% discount off of 4 new tires. I don't blame you. Nobody wants to hear about that. So if you don't want to hear about this 15% bullshit, just fast forward to the 13-minute and 33-second mark in this video, and it's at that point that the Black Hawk Holding Network, that's the point where I found out about the company. It caught my eye because I had never heard of them before. So anyhow, and I love a good Wall Street scam, and I was starting to smell something fishy here. Okay, so everybody who doesn't want to hear me ramble on, go forward. But here's the thing. I'm going to tell, there might be some people out there who want to know, well, how in the hell did you find out about this Black Hawk Holding Company? Well, like I said, getting 10% off. The problem is with this 10% discount is you have to go online and, you You have to put all the digits and the codes and the invoice numbers in there, and then they send you a MasterCard in the mail. This all seemed kind of weird to me, but damn, all I wanted was 4 new tires, and we got our 4 new tires, but he explained it to me. Go to this place here and put in the code. So I went here to the website, and the website looks like it's affiliated with Discount Tire. So all in all, it looks pretty legitimate. So here I am putting in the code number, 19-26853. He put it in yellow and at this website here, rebatepromotion.com website. So far, everything's pretty easy. They want you to put some, we had to put our name and address on there because they're going to send you the MasterCard in the mail. Apparently. I haven't got it yet. But will this prepaid MasterCard even work? Where can I spend it? And how did Goldman Sachs and Wall Street get involved in 10 to 15% discounts off random items that you might be buying out there while you're out and about doing your daily chores? How in the hell did this happen? Again, will this prepaid MasterCard even work? We're going to go into that later because I've got some suspicions. Where can I spend it? Oh yeah, that should be fun. I know for a fact, I just know that if Wall Street and Goldman Sachs is involved with this, something is going to go terribly wrong. How else could Black Hawk Holding Network be worth billions? They have to be stealing from somebody to be worth billions of dollars. If you give somebody 10% off something, you're giving them money, but your company is worth billions, you're ripping somebody off. And I'm afraid I will be their next victim. Seriously, leave it to the criminals on Wall Street to dirty up something as innocent as a 15% discount off your goods. Again, I'm old school. When I come in and buy something from you and you advertise on a Labor Day sale, 10 to 15% off, come in and get your goodies, I want you to take it off right there and then. Show me on the receipt, yes, it was $100, sir, and now we've knocked off 15%. Here you go, it's $85. Is that cash or credit card, sir? That's the way we used to do things in the old days. I'm pretty sure it was better back then. Anyhow, leave it to Wall Street to dirty up something like this. It seems like Wall Street dirties up everything they touch. The vampire squid has dirty tentacles, and not only do they suck your blood, but it leaves a trail of dirt and filth. Look at this. Something as innocent as a Labor Day sale, and Wall Street and Goldman Sachs is involved with it. I found this flabbergasted. I was flabbergasted when I found out about it. And we're almost getting there to where, and I almost would have missed it. Nobody at the tire store told me about this. But here I went and did the old rebate online. I was, there it is. And then somehow when I put my arrow up there, this popped up on there. Black Hawk Network Holding, kind of, telling me where I am, where this website is located. I'm not a computer expert, but that just popped up there. And I said, what the hell? Who in the hell is Black Hawk Network Holdings? Because I expected them to be Discount Tire. So, of course, I went to Wikipedia. We're going to find, I pretty much know all the big players out there, but I don't know these guys, and I was surprised that they're worth so much money. Apparently, they were formed in 2001, a subsidiary of Safeway. So somehow they're involved with the company that's selling the goods. And when you get 10% off or 15% off, they don't give it to you at that moment in time. And also they're affiliated with Home Depot, Barnes & Noble, McDonald's. You go in and buy a Big Mac, we're going to give you 10% off that Big Mac, but we're going to send you the MasterCard in the mail. Has anybody ever heard of that at McDonald's? I don't know. Maybe I got something wrong here, but something is fishy. Something smells in Denmark. Black Hawk. Okay, so then they spinned off at one point there. They spinned off, and you don't really know much about this. I don't. I mean, I'd have to do some more digging. All I know is this company is worth billions, and somehow they're involved in these prepaid Mastercards. Some of them you even have to buy. You have to buy these prepaid Mastercard. But again, the one I'm involved with, I bought the tires. I bought the tires, and they're going to send it to me in the mail, apparently. But we dug a little deeper. How about go to the Better Business Bureau? And okay, now we find out that there's possibly some problems with these people. This guy purchased 3 gift cards from Safeway, and apparently, they tell you you can use this Visa debit card anywhere. This was just last year. Now he got a Visa. I'm supposedly getting a MasterCard, but apparently nobody will accept it. That's pretty much what I found out. Is there's some problems with these cards that you're being denied. Let's say I'm assuming that when I get this damn MasterCard, I'm going to go to Walmart and it's going to be denied. Why? Because Goldman Sachs is involved with it. Duh. So I'm going to try to keep this as simple as possible. This is this poor guy, this poor chap. He had a gift card for $500, purchased at Vons, and he tried to use it. It was declined. That's a reoccurring problem here. Decline. And I also think that possibly I've also heard, I'm not sure, but somehow I hear that somebody's stealing the money off the card. It's some sort of hacker thing going on also, that maybe that's just an excuse. You call them and say, well, the card is not working. And they say, well, maybe a hacker took everything. I don't know. What's this guy? This guy purchased a video game, Xbox. Okay, so this would be more up the lines of me. I bought tires. He bought an Xbox. And he got the card from Blackhawk Networks, and guess what? The card never worked. Every time he tried to redeem it, an error message popped up. And, this was just this year, March of 2019. So this problem is out there. You buy 4 tires, you buy an Xbox, and a company that's affiliated, this Blackhawk Holding Network, who's affiliated with Goldman Sachs, Wall Street, lo and behold, they send you a MasterCard and it does not work. I mean, right here, the complaints are there. I haven't even got my card yet, and I'm already pessimistic. This guy here says Blackhawk Network is a scam. Oh, surprise, surprise. He tried to, it was rejected. He tried to use the card at 7-Eleven, Walmart, Sears, Best Buy, blah, blah. Nobody would take the card. Wow, what a surprise. You get a MasterCard in the mail from Blackhawk Network. They're affiliated with Goldman Sachs and Wall Street, and it doesn't work. Surprise, surprise. No wonder I want my damn discount right there on the spot. This is the reason why old school people are the smartest. I want my discount now. I don't want to have to go online, give you all my information. Now you got my name, my address. Oh, maybe that's how they're making billions of dollars. Maybe that's how they got worth $4 billion. They have my name, they have my address, they have an email, and maybe they sell that information. Oh, maybe they're selling my information. Who would have ever guessed that Goldman Sachs, Wall Street scum would buy, have my information and sell it to who knows? Anyhow, just a guess out there. Goldman Sachs. Yeah. Anyhow, like I said, leave it to Wall Street to dirty up something as innocent as a 10% discount off your goods when you're out there doing your daily chores. Unbelievable.